brothers. Before we start, you have to know going forward, this episode is not at all for anyone just starting out in game. This is for men who are advanced in their game. This is not at all for beginners. This is for men that know that you need to first build rapport, then banter, then use this, okay? This is not for beginners. With that said, I'm gonna tell you right now. Have you ever seen those time travel movies where a guy goes back in time, steps on a butterfly, and the entire future changes? That's not just science fiction. That's seduction. Because when I speak to her, I don't play with who she is today. I change who she remembers herself to be. One tiny shift in her past, one memory reframed, and her present identity bends towards me like gravity. That's the butterfly effect of seduction. It's not about convincing her. It's not about chasing her. It's not about seeking her validation. It's about touching the part of her history that rewrites who she is right now. Most men try to win her attention in the present. I go back, I press on the butterfly, and when I do, everything she thought she was collapses until the only version of her that remains is the one who reacts to me. Check the show notes, brothers, and grab your copy of How to Embody the Rake's Mindset, and let's start the podcast. You guys are listening to the Masculine Mindset Show, a podcast for introverts to become more masculine and get the body of an alpha male, and of course, get more mentally healthy and get that seducer's mindset, if you get me. And lastly, I help guys become more desirable and get the mindset of a seducer. Let's get into the podcast. So, thank you for tuning into this podcast. Now, what I'm about to share with you again, as I said, it's not at all for beginners in your game. This is more going to be more in your advanced section of game. You need to master bantering. You need to master rapport building and even comfort building. And you even need to master just social comfort, aka just be normal around hot girls. And then you can run this on anyone you want. With that said, guys, check the show notes. I want you to grab a copy of my book, How to Embody the Rake's Mindset. That's a very effective book, as I said already. And yes, you guys, I would say that that one is more for people who want to run rituals for 14 days. That book, you guys, is my most powerful book to date. Okay? With that said, grab your copy. I'm telling you, even more powerful than two of my other dating ebooks that you already know about if you have visited my website called masculinemindsetcoach.com. So, as I said, How to Embody the Rake's Mindset in the show notes. Check it right now. Now, let's keep fucking going. Brothers, let's start, okay? Masculine Mindset Show. This podcast is not at all for beginners in your dating game. Not at all for beginners. So, I want you to just dial down on the flirting before you jump into this. This is more about a more deeper rapport type of sequence, okay? I'm going to give you several examples on how to do this. This part here is called the darker frame, okay? The darker frame. We're going to start here with the dark frame, okay? What is the dark frame? The dark frame says, I see through the mask you show everyone else, okay? I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to expose what you've been hiding. Your secrets don't scare me. They turn me on. That's what the darker frame says. Say that one more time. The dark frame says this. I see through the mask you show everyone else. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to expose what you've been hiding. Your secrets don't scare me. They turn me on. As I said, this is not surface banter. This is not playfully challenge her. You're not using playful disqualifiers here. Okay? It's seduction as revelation. You hold up the mirror, she avoids. Okay? Now, how to use it in conversation. Okay? The dark frame. Instead of asking, what would the kid in you say? You would reframe it and say this. You've been pretending for so long, but that little girl inside you still knows the truth. She knows how badly you wanted things you never said out loud. And she's watching you right now, wondering how long you can keep faking it. Okay, I'll repeat that again. How to use this in conversation, okay? You've been pretending for so long, but that little girl inside you, she still knows the truth. She knows how badly you wanted things you never said out loud. And she's watching you right now, wondering how long you can keep faking it. Now, notice these things. Alright? You're not asking for permission. You're presupposing. You're layering in curiosity. Okay, I'll say that one more time. You're layering curiosity. Now, we're going to get to the next part of the dark frame. Emotional levers in the dark frame. 3 key points to the dark frame. First point, exposure. Second point, inevitability. Third point, taboo permission. Okay, so first point, exposure. I know what you don't want to admit. Second point, inevitability. No matter how you deny it, it comes out around me. And then taboo permission. That part of you that's restless. I'm the one who gives her permission. You're not making her sexual. No, you're not making her sexual. Don't misinterpret me. You're showing her she's always been sexual and that you're the one who notices. So, that's the dark frame in a nutshell. It's a technique reframed in the Demonic Rake style. Step 1. Trigger the shadow child. Remember, brothers, this is not pretty. This is more for you to get her comfortable. So, step 1. You ask her this question. Have you ever noticed the little girl in you never really went away? She's still in there, watching, whispering, waiting for the right moment to come out and play. This makes it a little eerie, but you don't want to go too overboard with it, right? Just be a little mysterious, okay? Now, she can't really say no because you've presupposed it. Make sense? Good. Now, next step is to twist the innocence. Now you corrupt the innocence by making it seem a little more taboo. So, the funny part, she's not as innocent as you pretend she was. She was curious, restless, always wanted to touch the things she was told not to. So now you set the frame. Okay? Step 1, trigger the shadow child. Step 2, twist the innocence. Now, step 3, collapse past into the present. Bridge the timeline. Re-imprint her identity. Now you say this. That part of you didn't really die. She's still alive in your body right now. Every time you get that rush of heat, that sudden urge you can't explain, that's her clawing her way back to the surface. This is where you're merging her past curiosity with her present identity. Okay? Now, let's keep moving forward. Next step, you're going to anchor it to you. guys, this is anchoring in NLP. You don't know what anchoring is? Maybe I might write an article on it, but I haven't done it yet. Let's just keep moving forward. This is where the rake owns the frame, okay? So, you anchor it to you, and you say this. She only knows around a certain people. She only shows up around certain people. Does that make sense? The ones she knows she can't fool. The ones who see through the act. That's why she reacts when it's me. She knows I won't let her hide. Now her sexuality isn't random. It's triggered by you. So, I'll go through that. Remember, you guys? Step 1. Trigger the shadow child, okay? You ever notice the little girl in you never really went away, right? That part. And then you jump into the twisting the innocence. That's step 2. She's not as innocent as you pretend she was. She was curious and restless, right? And then you jump to step 3, where you collapse the past into the present. You bridge the timeline. Re-imprint her identity. That part of you didn't really die. She's still alive in your body right now. Every time you get that rush of heat, that sudden urge you can't explain, that's her clawing her way back to the surface. And now, as I got to the current step that I talked about, alright? You anchor it to you. Again, anchoring, I'll talk about that on a different podcast. But anyways, this is where the rake owns the frame. The rake, the silent rake. And she only shows up around certain people. The ones she knows she can't fool. The ones who see through the act. That's why she reacts when it's me. She knows I won't let her hide. Now, as I said, her sexuality isn't random. It's triggered by you. Okay? Step 5. Alright? You're going to seal it with inevitable consequence. Okay? Further, now we're going to trigger some tension. Okay? You want to end with inevitability and tension. You tell her this. You can't deny it. You can deny it all you want. You can fight it, but the more you resist her, the more she pushes back. And when she finally takes over, you'll realize it wasn't really a choice. Let's see how brilliant this is. It makes it feel like it's fate. It's fate that she's meeting you. You're awakening something she's been powerless to bury. What makes this demonic rake? What does it make it such a brilliant evil sequence? You're not asking, you're presupposing. You're not softening, you're corrupting the innocence into taboo. You're not playful, you're exposing, revealing, and awakening. You end it with inevitability. Let's keep moving forward. Before I get to the escalation and close part, I want to briefly plug my book on Gumroad called How to Embody the Rake's Mindset. Guys, listen to me. This is an extremely powerful book. Okay, I'll give you a few rituals that is not on my library. I do have the quick 2-minute energy cuts, which is important to get rid of negative energy. But I also have a velvet touch, a velvet walk, the regret frame, and also the mirage. A couple more rituals in that book that I do not have on my podcast library. So remember this, you guys. That book is extremely powerful. Guys, listen to me. All of my dating books combined. Now, let's keep fucking going. So, this is where we want to collapse the past into the present, okay? The escalation, if you will. The escalation, okay? Here's where the butterfly effect gets lethal. I don't just remind her of who she used to be. I make her feel it right now. That restless curiosity, that forbidden hunger. It never died. It lives in her body. Every sudden shiver, every heat in her chest, every ache she tries to explain away. That's her past, clawing back through the years. And the cruel parts, it shows up around me because she knows I see it. She knows I won't let her hide it. Make sense, you guys? So, if you guys haven't heard a previous podcast of mine called 7 Sexy Cold Reads, technically one of my cold reads is very similar to the butterfly effect sequence. You're reminding her of her naughty side. I'll briefly bring it up so you can kind of draw the similarities. I can honestly tell that you want an adventurous guy to take you on amazing experiences where you can just let go and you can have fun, and more importantly, you want a guy who can just bring that part of you up where you just want to feel naughty. And this guy, right, he just knows exactly what you're attracted to. Not only does he know exactly what you're attracted to, but he can just kind of slow down his voice. He has a very subtle squint to his eyes. He can put your hair behind your ear and look down to your lips, and then look back up to your eyes, and then he does not kiss you. Let's go find that guy right now. Guys, do you see how fucking powerful that is? Okay? As I said, compare that to this podcast now. This is the butterfly effect, okay? The butterfly effect, simply put, is you are bringing that part of her from the past to the present, and you're anchoring it to yourself. That's basically what the butterfly effect is, okay? So, this is where I bring in the Demonic Rake seal. This is where she might resist. So, she resists, she denies, she pretends she's in control. But the more she resists, the deeper it sticks. And when that hidden self finally breaks through, she realizes the truth. It was never really her choice. It was never mine either. It was just inevitable. That's the butterfly effect of seduction. Not changing who she is. Not really forcing her to be someone she's not. But it's more about remembering who she really was before society got into her head about what relationships is supposed to mean. And once she remembers who she is, there's no going back. It's inevitable. Do you see, brothers? That right there is the butterfly effect of seduction. Use wisely. I love you guys. Listen to me. Do me a favor. I'm being dead serious. Use that wisely. I'm telling you. I've seen girls, like, they really get turned on by this. Like, not even fucking joking. So, use it sparingly. I love you guys. Peace out.